Hi, it's Thomas Cook from Toronto's real estate team at RE/MAX Hallmark. Here's our November 2012 Toronto Real Estate Market Report. November numbers are about normal for this time of year, but the stats show we're close to leaving seller's market territory. We're going to talk about what's occurred in the November market as we go through this month's report. So, let's review some of the Toronto Real Estate Board statistics. November MLS sales totaled almost 5,800 houses and condominiums in all the districts. This sales number was down over 16% from 1 year ago and down 4.4% below the average for November since the year 2000. Condo townhouses and high-rise suites maintained a 31% share of the market, with almost 1,800 units changing hands. The November average sale price came in just above $485,000, up just 1% from this time last fall. East of Yonge and south of Bloor in the CO8 downtown Treb district, the condo sales price average was $378,456, while west of Yonge and CO1 the average was $432,578. I'll give you some more condo market details in just a few minutes. As you can see from this Toronto Real Estate Board monthly sales graph, November sales are below all of the past years since 2009. Actually, these sales numbers are about 250 homes below the November average over the past 11 years. Slowly but surely, more motivated sellers are realizing that they must adjust their expectations for being in a more normal market. But it's certainly not as bad as the doom and gloom newspapers are saying. The total listing inventory was down 11.7% from October, but up 17.7% from last year at this time. There are actually two measures for tracking the Toronto Real Estate Board's listing inventory. One is new listings, as shown here. While they were about the same as last year, they declined by just over 3,200 homes from October, and the overall active inventory was down by about 2,400. This correlates with the season as we approach the Christmas holidays. This should give buyers a better opportunity to strike a deal, as houses and condos which are languishing on the market can be purchased at or below market value with some negotiations by your buyer agent. With the moderation in the market, the November average sale price of $496,500 was only changed by plus 1% year over year, while the average year-to-date was up 6.8% compared to 2011. The small 1% change for November is explained by the fact that the market was extremely busy last fall, with just 15,500 listings and 1,100 more sales than this year. Toronto sales are still strong in the higher-priced core single-family neighborhoods, while many first-time buyers have been forced out of the market by the July mortgage qualification changes. The sales to listings, or percent chance of selling ratio, is how we determine what type of market we're actually in. 24 to 28% is a neutral market, below 24% is a buyer's market, and above 28% is a seller's market. In November, that ratio dropped back 2% to 31.6, down certainly from the 57.3% reached during the spring market peak back in March, and now just barely into seller market territory. Mortgages are still very affordable, and the 5-year fixed-term rate is around the 3% mark or lower. That means a monthly payment on a $100,000 mortgage with a 25-year amortization is just $471. And many banks are continuing to offer 30-year amortizations for people with more than 20% down. So there are still some amortization options out there. Listing inventories are now equal to historic normals. November was 17.7% higher than 1 year ago. While the overall Treb average increased slightly to 30, the days on market numbers for downtown condos east and west of Yonge were 34 to 36 days. Detached Toronto homes were selling slower than October at 25 days on average, and more affordable semis took 20 days. As you can see from the graph, November's average home price dropped by 18% from October, and up just 1% from 1 year ago. So far, the year-to-date average sale price is just under $496,500, which is up a reasonable 6.8% over the first 11 months of last year. The only slight cloud on the horizon is the state of the downtown condominium market. The forced removal of many first-time buyers has caused the downtown Toronto condo market to slow, but sales numbers both east and west of Yonge were up from October. Condo average sale price numbers were up 4% over year in CO1, west of Yonge and south of Bloor, but were down 10% in CO8, east of Yonge and south of Bloor, compared to 1 year ago. This is exactly the reverse of October. We also saw in November a massive $54,000 difference between average sale prices east and west of Yonge, with CO1 having the edge. I haven't seen that much of a spread since January 2010. We also saw the ratio of sales to listings in CO8 move just above neutral market territory to 29%, while CO1 west of Yonge remained in buyer market territory at just over 19%, very little change from October. Sales were down 40% in CO1 and 16% in CO8 from 2011, while listing inventories were up 28% and 54% respectively. So what's your next best step to find out if this might be the right time for you to step into the market? The best first step is to go on a market experience tour of condo or house neighborhoods. And actually what it's not intended to do is to find you your dream home. What it is intended to do is to give you a clearer idea of what's available in the market in your favorite parts of the city. Once you've had your tour, you'll be better able to make a smart decision as to whether right now is the perfect time for you to buy. You can sign up for your condo tour at dailydowntowncondotours.com. That's dailydowntowncondotours.com. And a tour of houses at dailytorontohometours.com. That's dailytorontohometours.com. All the best, and check back here in early January for our December Toronto Real Estate Market Report.